Hello everybody, I'm Brainy Diode, and I am back with another episode of Nier Automata. Just rubbed my nose, which is why I sounded a little nasally there. Last time, we entered the tower, fought a bunch of clones of 2B, and began gathering information on the machines and the humans as A2. And this time, we realized just how strange it is to see 9S without his blindfold after seeing him with the blindfold for the whole game. But what we're actually going to do is continue our exploration of the tower. And there should be another little fight up here, I think. Must be in the next area. Oh, there we go.
9S. Your HUD unit 9S.
Hi there. That's my name.
To the tower. Welcome to the tower.
You bastards!
Because you made it this far, we have a special announcement just for you.
We'll reveal it once you destroy all the machine life forms here.
Alright, well, I knew there was some sort of fight going on. Yeah, this is just... the machines are definitely messing with us now. The two girls in dresses, that's just like textbook horror movie stuff right there. Alright, hacking into these machines. Hopefully this will help us take them out pretty quick. I'm quite certain this isn't the only wave. In fact, I believe there's actually a flight segment, or a flight unit segment, not too far in the distant future. So that'll be kind of interesting. Oh, the girls are floating and watching us. Like I said, textbook horror movie stuff right there. Hi there. You're vaguely threatening, but not actually all that hard to deal with. Unless I keep getting this hacking setup, which I am apparently really terrible at. There we go. Took care of it this time. I think that was actually a slightly easier version than the one I've been getting the last several times. And there's even more of them. It's kind of nice that for non-boss enemies, you just defeat them immediately if you successfully hack them. That way you don't have to like hack the same enemy a ton of times, and it's less frustrating to deal with. Ow. I did not realize I was in the range of that attack. That's okay though, we'll hack into you soon enough. And my control sticks are being awkward again. Ow. Ow! I did not handle that hacking segment well. Alright. Might have a bit more trouble with you than I originally thought, but that's okay, we can take care of it. No problem. No problemo. Exactly zero problemo. That was like 2 whole problemo right there. Yeah, I'm sorry, I really don't know what's up with me today. I am recording this immediately after I recorded the last episode, so that's why I'm kind of having the same tone this time around. So it's still late at night. I'm still taking this not nearly as seriously as I should. I apologize for that most sincerely. Let's see if we can actually get absorbed into the moment instead of cracking jokes every 30 seconds. And I was cracking jokes much more often than every 30 seconds. And remember that part I said about taking a moment more seriously? Well, I'm definitely not doing that. Unfortunately, I feel like I've talked about most of what I wanted to talk about with this game. I forgot this combat segment took quite this long. And also I was really only prepared with the whole big monologue about the original Nier, and honestly I made it through that much quicker than I expected to, so... Remember to think of backup topics, kids! Anyway, the good thing about these longer combat segments, though, is just like always, They drop lots of money. They drop lots of items, both of which are good for us.
Now let us show you what we promised.
Yes, please do. After I pick this stuff up. Didn't quite get the chance to pick this stuff up. Don't like the name of that archive. Top Secret Yorha Disposal.
This is Project Yorha. That means all of us. To be...
Now you know everything. Do you still wish to fight? We are conceptual human personalities created within the machine network. We cannot be destroyed. Yorha Unit 9S. Your attack is meaningless. Your existence is meaningless.
Keep them coming. I'll destroy them all. All of them. And this tower!
Oh, that bit of dialogue got cut off. Anyway, I know I said there was a flight unit segment, but I forgot that we would actually be fighting flight units. Anyway, I am going to go ahead and not show off, or not attempt to show off, that file that we just got during that last cutscene, you know, in the interest of keeping up dramatic tension. Because that's how stories work. Also, we're in the middle of a fight, so it would be a bit weird to start... Ooh, that's not good. It would be a little bit weird to start reading a file right now while we're in the middle of fighting some flight units. So, I'm not going to start reading a file while we're in the middle of fighting some flight units. I'll try to read it afterwards. I believe this is the file, or this is one of the files that you get, but you can't actually read it immediately upon getting it. I think the implication here is that 9S doesn't actually believe what he's just read, and has to be told up front later on again before it really sinks in for him. I could have sworn it was A2 that did the big reveal of... Well, I won't spoil it. Anyway, big secrets are about to become clear to us, assuming we can survive. Okay, for a second I thought I actually died there, but it's okay, I only mostly died. Remember, there's a big difference between mostly dead and all dead. Right there, my hacking ship was all dead. There's a big difference between mostly dead and all dead. I could talk about the rumors of the Princess Bride remake that were circulating fairly recently, in the not too distant past is what I meant to say there. I was about to say not too recently, though, which is not at all what I meant to say. In fact, it's the exact opposite of what I meant to say. I have barely any grasp on the English language today. Not quite sure why, except for the aforementioned reasons that it's kind of late, and I haven't been sleeping well lately, and, I don't know, I am not really going to elaborate much more on that, because I do have a couple ideas why I'm not. My mental state isn't the best right now, but you guys don't really need to know about that. I'm not going to elaborate too much further. Anyway, this is just going in a whole lot of messy places that I do not want to go into. I should just shut my mouth before I say a lot more things that I don't want to. Why don't these guys have health bars anymore? Why do they not have health bars anymore? That's an important question that I actually do want an answer to. Where did the health bars go? Where did they health bars go? Oh, well, they were almost empty. Or at least this one was. And they're both lasering me. That makes things Oh, no, never mind. That is not at all almost empty. That's almost full. What is wrong with me today? My goodness. This is just a disaster. Yeah, apparently I really was not in the correct mindset to record at the moment. But, you know, I'm gonna be going out of town for the next couple days, and I wanted to have some recordings backed up for when I got back, so, you know, when you gotta do these things, you gotta do these things. I don't make the rules, except that I do. There we go. We blow up the Yorha units in the flight units, and then we take the flight units for ourselves. After picking up the items, the broken Yorha units dropped. Hey, 9S buddy, don't you think that was a bit on the overly aggressive side? Just a little bit. And we're back to actually fighting that boss fight, that boss that we saw earlier and immediately cut away from.
Who are they?
And it certainly sounds like the small floating children have caught up to us. And did I mention that, that shot we saw of 9S reading the file? That was like classic horror movie shot right there. I may not know a ton about filmmaking, but I know that much. That was like classic horror movie stuff. This arena is unfortunately a lot more confined than where we usually fight these things, which makes the fight a little bit harder to deal with. But thankfully, we've been doing pretty well thus far. I don't remember it going nearly as well last time I cleared. What? Right. So, we're going to be fighting that boss over and over and over again throughout our climb up the tower. I thought we depleted the health bar every time, but that seems to not be the case. So let's continue on. That's an interesting thing in the middle of the floor. What is that? It's hacking. We're hacking. Whatever it is.
Alert. Enemy hacking detected. Proposal. Retreat immediately.
Oh. Oh. What's going on here? Are we hacking it, or is it hacking us?
Who are you?
Oh, it's this fight.
Good to see you again, number 2. Or should we call you A2 now? This does bring back memories. Though to concepts like us, time has little meaning. Still, when we wiped out your forces, it made quite the impression on us. You're attacker model number 2. An experimental disposable group created as a test lab for Project Yorha.
Shut up!
Did you want a chance to kill the small floating demon children? Well, you're in luck, because we've got a lot of floating ghost children to kill. Hello there. You are launching strange black cubes at me.
Didn't we say that you can't kill us?
Damn it!
Well, regardless of whether we can kill you or not, it's not going to stop us from trying. And they are leveling up quick and becoming more powerful and taking longer to kill. This is not looking great, guys. There's a lot of them now. There are a lot of floating ghost children. Ow. Okay. And it's becoming harder to dodge the bullets. Oh, there are significantly less floating ghost children now.
Utilize the enemy's logical learning function to formulate a weakness.
I don't know what that means!
This pod has serious concerns about Unit A2's cognitive abilities.
Shut up and
Wow.
explain it already!
Said strategy would interrupt the enemy's logic circuits, causing a computational delay.
Meaning what?
Do not destroy the enemy.
Huh?
Striking at the logic circuit requires a certain number of enemies to remain extant for a certain period of time.
Oh, what the hell?
Alright, so here's the plan. Don't fight back. Just let him attack, dodge the attacks, survive. But
Consciousness data saturation rate 30%.
honestly, I kind of really like the concept. Of this fight. I mean, if you're gonna make a whole game about artificial intelligences,
Consciousness data saturation rate 60%.
you might as well go all the way. Because what we're doing right now,
The androids the human race left behind acted as if they wanted to be human. The machine life forms the aliens left behind acted as if they wanted to be human. We resemble each other so, but we are networked, and thus we are superior to you.
Hypothesis. The enemy's defensive system is prompting an evolution of its logic.
Foolish androids. Why do you resist? All things end with accepting death, do they not?
so what we're doing in this fight is we're causing it to spawn so many copies of itself that it lags out and crashes. That's what this fight is.
Consciousness data saturation rate 90%.
It's weird and bizarre, but I kind of love it. Because even in a game about artificial life,
We are finite, and yet we are infinite. We are the embodiment of the perfect being.
Hypothesis. The enemy has become aware of the diversity of life.
I see it. The light. We move on. Forward. To the future.
Consciousness data saturation rate 100%. Hypothesis. The enemy's consciousness has begun to fracture.
there it is. It lagged out. It lagged out and crashed. That's what this boss fight is.
We need more evolutionary pressure. If we allow this android to continue living, we can create even more hardship for ourselves. Overcoming the crisis this creates will present an opportunity for our kind to evolve even further. We disagree. This android is dangerous. It must be destroyed immediately. Those who would doubt our victory are enemies. Do you truly think you can win?
What the?
Analysis. The saturated consciousnesses are now in conflict with each other.
Okay, after that last shot,
Acting like humans.
if you didn't already think that they looked like horror movie villains, I'm sure that shot convinced you. I never would have thought of including a fight like this in a game about artificial life, but it makes so much sense. And I just love how that demonstrates the sort of meta self-awareness that this game has. Now we can kill them, by the way, I do believe. Let's shoot some lasers at them. That laser completely missed because the one I was trying to shoot at died. And now there's just the one left. Well, my friends, we just killed the ultimate life form. No biggie.